when they heard the first staccato burst of machine guns, when they saw for the first time the flame and smoke of burning buildings, crumbling planes, and sinking ships. In the brief moment when the first dead sprawled in lifeless chunks, and the first wounded stared at their own rolling blood with dazed surprise. In that quick, terrible second, eyes did not believe what they saw, ears did not believe what they heard, and men's minds were unable to translate the sight, the sounds, and smell, on earth and in the sky, into the simple solid fact that indeed this is what's called war. Shell-shocked, PTSD, many of them, their whole lives, had to push these horrific memories in the recesses of their conscious mind, only to have dementia and Alzheimer's bring it to the forefront. And many of them that refused to come back changed their minds later on as they did get older, that this is their closure. In 2011, the 11th Bomb Group brought the biggest group of them to come back for the 70th anniversary. We had 16 of them. One, though, fell ill, Mr. Toxco, and he says, Jesse, I probably won't make it this December 7th, but when I do, I want you to give me your best tour. I actually paid for a lot of that money that went into that plaque. And I said, sure, absolutely, sir. Well, Christmas came and went, and on December 28th, his wife calls me from Flagstaff, Arizona, and says, Jesse Frederick's on his way to you. I was so excited. I'm thinking, why aren't you coming with him? And she tells me the date, the time, and that I had to go to United Air Cargo. And that is when I realized in my naivety that I was to pick up his casket. I contacted the mortuary, Woolsey Mortuary, and they agreed to meet me there. And then I realized that before he is buried, I need to promise him what? A tour. I called the Chief of Staff of the Pacific Air Forces and I said, sir, would it be okay if the General doesn't mind that I sponsor a hearse with Mr. Toxco in it, like in a casket, draped with a flag? Jesse, whatever you need to do, we're here to support. And we came through the main gate. Within an hour, they actually had security police open up a cone area that we drove through. Security police was there to escort us down O'Malley Boulevard, and then we stopped. And Public Affairs stuck a GoPro on the hood of the hearse. We proceeded down the main drag, and sure enough, as we got to the flagpole, it opened up, and to my surprise, they had gathered 800 active duty, retired civilians, spouses that were rounded around the flagpole, and as the hearse came around, they all saluted in a cordon. And then because he put $200 in that flag, I tapped the driver and I said, choose a charm, can we come around one more time? There were still officers crossing the street, just trying to squeeze in. It was aired on Defense Media Agency, DMA, and it won an award. To understand that what we do on this base is purely out of remembrance and kindness, the way it's supposed to be. We don't make it political. We don't try to pontificate or interpret what we think happened. It's just we honor the dead.